Okay, I think we are live on Facebook now. Very good evening, and my pleasure to be here with Mr. Sunil from Bhopal. He will talk more about his initiative in just a little while. So what we are discussing today is home learning or home education or open learning. They're just different names. And the whole idea is to explore that as a wonderful option for our children. So I'm Ratnesh from Arohi, and we run a campus here where we encourage children and families to do open learning. So we are like a community of open learning. And we would like more and more such communities to come up in different parts of our country. So very warm welcome, Mr. Sunil. And yeah, you can share a little about your initiative and then we can start with the discussion.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Sunil Sood. I'm a mechanical engineer, retired from Mecon Limited, a public sector company. I've been working on sustainable development. I was looking after sustainable development activities of the company. And then I've been passionately working on that after retirement also. I retired in 2016. I've been trying.
You're losing your voice in between a little.
Okay, I will come out.
I
think noise is there.
Not the noise. It was just we were losing your voice. So wherever your signal is good, we can do it there. And maybe you can also just make your camera a little fixed in one place, your phone in one place.
One place, huh?
Doesn't shake too much.
Okay. 1 minute, I'll go up.
Sure. Yeah, so Mr. Sunil is starting or rather consulting or helping parents to look at open learning or home learning or home education as a beautiful option. And I can share my experience over the 20 years, including my own both children. My daughter, who is 21, has never been to a school or a college, or rather, sorry, has not given any examination, has not given no degrees. She is living a wonderful life. And my son, who is 15, has also not gone to any school, right? And he's pursuing his interests. So let's see what questions and thoughts Mr. Sunil has to share. So over to you, Mr. Sunil. You can lead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, first I wanted to start with your name, Arohi. I wanted to know the meaning. I searched in Google.
Okay.
It says a musical note.
Yeah, but Arohi, actually Aro in Sanskrit means, and also in Hindi and many other languages, means to grow, to move up, or to evolve, actually. So I would say the word Arohi to us means evolving. Yeah, so we evolve from inside out rather than from what the world is telling us. We want each child to evolve naturally from inside his or her interest, his or her energies, his or her own visions, ambitions, desires, and so on. So that is the whole idea.
Okay.
And also to learning to evolve from them rather than from us.
Okay, got it. So, of course, we understand life education, what it means. Another thing I was curious to know about you, how you know out of starting. I mean, little bit of your background. I was curious to know about your educational and other professional background.
Though that is not at all relevant, so maybe we can skip that. It doesn't matter what I studied. It doesn't matter where I went. What matters is what we have been enjoying over the last 20 years, and enjoying not in the sense of just something which is giving us joy, but enjoying in the sense of seeing so many children being so fierce, self-directed learners that they are able to drive their own journeys. They're able to plan their own life and deliver on it, implement on it, whatever their dreams are. So it's
Okay,
amazing
okay.
to see so many children not necessarily getting stuck with the schooling format of curriculum, teachers, um, and all of that, and examinations, and even colleges and stuff like that. So here, I'm nothing against the education system or the schooling system. What I'm trying
No,
to say,
actually, I didn't mean that.
yeah,
I didn't mean that conventional. What I now I wanted to know. I mean, profession. I mean, what you have been doing before ROE.
well, let's just say we was doing something. But as I said, I would rather more talk about what I've been doing for the last 20 years, working with children. And as I said, enjoying seeing them and giving them the space, which is what Arohi is, to kind of lead their own life, right? Right from young age to, when I say young age, even 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 years old. See, younger children anyway lead their own life. It's the older children we get caught up with the so-called schooling system, which says, no, we will school your child. And we will tell the child what is to be learned, how it is to be learned, when it is to be learned, with whom it is to be learned, right? So we are seeing children who don't need to be told in that sense. They can drive their own life, and that's the most beautiful thing. So I am more than keen to talk about all my experiences based on whatever questions you have.
Okay. Often parents, who are a bit interested also in exploring homeschooling, self-learning and all that, they still don't get that confidence level. So what we should tell them, what way we can encourage them to see that they opt for this education for their kids. I mean, how can we motivate them?
Well, I'm not too sure if I can answer that question. The only thing I tell parents is that there are two options, right? And if they at least think about it as an option, they should realize that there are options. See, a child in today's world is sent to school by default. Nobody even thinks about it. People don't even consider that there are some option. Now, what we are saying is consider this as an option, and don't evaluate neither the school nor open learning or home learning or self-directed learning on the basis of fear. A lot of people are afraid. Oh, my child, what will happen to her future or his career and so on. Or will he just while away time, or will she not reach where she wants to reach? So they're operating out of fear. And somehow they feel that school and college will ensure a good future, which itself is not true. Just because I have a degree does not mean anything in today's world. In fact, it can trap me into believing that I am good at something. Just 3-4 days back, Sunilji, somebody called me up saying my sister is BTech and she has finished BTech and now she's totally lost what she wants to do in life. I would say, why would one do all of that and then be lost when one can start early and start thinking what I want to do in life? Yes. Now that question, we don't think what people want to do in life is pass the 8th standard, then 9th standard, then 10th standard, then 11th. So that's not doing in life. That's like, so I want parents to not think of these options out of fear, but out of an understanding of the most important person in this equation, which is the child. Right? We do not understand the child. Some children like the academic format of school, which is good enough. Those children should be in school. But a lot of children do not like that. They would rather pursue their own interest, like somebody has interest in music and somebody has interest in business. Let me tell you, Sunilji, of a 14-year-old I have been part of Arohi, who is a trader on the stock exchange, and he's already doing trading. He has studied technical analysis of day trading, and he has already learned that, and he's just 14. There's another who is now trying to make music, and there's another who is into doing dance related stuff, and there's another who can, and I can go on. The point I'm trying to make is that there are children who would like to go through academic system, and for them school is there. They are anyway the toppers in the school, kind of the top, you can say 1/3 bracket. But there are a whole lot of children who would rather pursue their interests, which could be cooking, which could be filmmaking. There's a girl in our community who's totally into filmmaking. And already she's not just making film, her understanding of movie making is so deep and so wonderful. And she can analyze movies and analyze scripts, and she's into script writing and stuff like that. Now, if a child is so much interested in something, if you put that child into an academic system, the child is going to only suffer. And I will say not just the child suffers, the parents also suffer. Because the parents keep pushing, put them on tuition, put them this, put them that. And the teacher also suffers. Because the teacher has to somehow get the child to get good marks, otherwise the school or the parents will not be happy. So see, everybody in that equation is unhappy. Now, why do you want people to be unhappy when they can be happy pursuing what they can pursue, and they can have a wonderful today, as in the present, as well as a wonderful future? So both is wonderful if they are able to do what they really like doing. So that's the kind of thought process I want to put forward to children and to parents and to grandparents and to teachers. Even teachers should realize that every child in their classroom is not designed for academic learning, and they should actually advise that child to, hey, why don't you explore open learning or home learning? So I think teachers should be more on the side of the child rather than on the side of increasing the number of children in the school. So if teachers are also on the side of the child, parents are also on the child, grandparents are also on the side of the child, then I'm sure, Sunilji, your work will be easy. Then you can guide them, and our job also to guide the parents and the children to be able to do what they want to do would be much easier. What do you say?
Yes, I understand now. So, do you think, hello?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, please carry on.
Do you think that there is now some hope from the new education policy, because they have mentioned something about homeschooling?
Yes. See, the government is, I would say, doing their job in that sense.
Yeah.
Right. It is for now the parents to realize that the new education policy surprisingly has come from, you see, who? Government. It should have come from the parents that my child is suffering. Please do something about it. Right? Correct. So it is surprising, and at least now the parents should say, okay, government is doing something. Government is saying all the options. Homeschooling is an option, alternate education, or electives in subjects. You don't have to bother about 10, 12. Come on, children, learn, do what you really are good at and what you can enjoy whole of your life. I'm saying automatically our country, our children, everybody will prosper. And that's what the government is saying now. The parents need to embrace that. Parents need to listen to their children, understand the scenarios that is happening. If you look at, Sunilji, if you look at any big university in this world, okay, whether let's take MIT, for example, right? Big name. They offer almost all of their courses online free. Right? They have own open learning courses. If today I want to go deep into, let's say, physics, nuclear physics, or let's say subatomic physics or anything, I have free courses available to me from the top universities in the world, isn't it?
Right.
It means the world is saying, I'm not just saying our government is saying, the world, the way the world is structured, the way internet is structured, everybody is saying, dear, learn what you and do what you like doing. Don't get stuck up with one thing, because there are so many options. Internet has completely opened up the whole world. I think we just need to open up our minds.
So, I wanted your opinion on what initiative I have taken up in Bhopal.
Sure. Please share.
That is, I have called it Facilitation and Activity Center.
Okay.
for homeschooling, self-learning people, kids and parents.
Wonderful.
What I felt that there is a need for such centers within the cities,
Yes.
within the localities, to not only promote the concept but also help the parents to understand and go.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
Everybody
how,
needs guidance. Everybody.
yeah. So
And your kind of centers will not just help guide the individual children and families, but will also bring them together, which is so
right,
important
right.
to have a community where
Yeah.
children are helping children, adults are helping different children. If everybody starts supporting and helping each other, then where is the problem? There is no problem. There's nothing to fear. There's only joy only.
Here we are having a library, small library,
Wonderful.
and learning with the computer, and then on the top we have created for learning by doing. I mean, experiential and learning by doing experiments, other things.
Sure.
And also planning to take them outdoor activities.
Sure.
So, and we have developed that 10 to the power 10, what we call in learning. 10 meter means within home, what we can learn.
Mm-hmm.
And what we can learn, 10 to the power 2 means 100-meter distance, what we can learn. And 10 to the power 3 means within 1 kilometer, what we can learn.
Wow, I love that concept. So nice.
And I've integrated with 5 P's of sustainable development.
Okay.
Means learning for the planet, learning for the people means society, learning for prosperity,
okay,
and learning for peace,
okay,
and learning for partnership.
Wow. Yeah.
So this I keep looking for partnership actually under that. So
yes, and the best thing is children can partner with children. Can partner with other children. That's the best way to learn.
Have some partnership with Arohi.
Yes, yes, we are always there.
So sometimes when we plan outdoor activities, or when 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 5 means going all over India, say Tamil Nadu,
yes,
Karnataka, then the children can visit Arohi.
Absolutely.
Arohi children can visit Bhopal. Like that, we can form some sort of network.
Yeah.
And all those who are working now individually, we can have some sort of network of such facilities.
I love this concept of 10 raised to power.
Whether Arohi has any residential facility?
Yes, yes, we have residential facility, though right now it is closed because of the Corona situation, COVID situation. But yes, we have residential facility. Okay. And any child from anywhere can come and stay here and be part of the open learning at Arohi campus. Yes. So we have a campus in a village, and children and parents can come stay. Children can come for any duration, starting from 1 day to 1 year to few years. Obviously, they will in between travel back to their home whenever they feel like, and so on. So it's very, very open. Just that right now we are not working, as in we're not working from within the campus because of the COVID situation. But otherwise, yeah.
So if there are parents who would like to send their kids for residential home, sort of home learning.
Yes, yes, yes. They are more than welcome.
They can come.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How many parents and kids you can accommodate?
That you don't worry. It is not we who can accommodate. Whoever is here will accommodate each other.
Okay.
Okay. One comment has come on Facebook. Manju Kiran Chandrasekhar. He's saying, my son is 6 years and I'm also thinking about homeschooling, but I'm worried about his basic foundation of his education. I've also heard about Arohi. What is the right age for the kid to get into Arohi? Please let me know. Okay. So Manju Kiran, the basic education happens when the child is doing. So there is no, I would say, age for home learning, or let's call it open learning. In fact, when the child is 1 year, 2 years, the child is automatically open learner. He learns mother tongue just by the exposure. She learns so many things just by exploring, doing, experimenting, right? And also watching the parents doing. So as Sunilji was saying, within the 10 meters of the home, there is so much to learn, right? So much basic things. You go 100 meters, 10 raised to power 2, which Sunilji said, and you can learn shopping, you can learn interacting with people, you can learn maths by doing daily the shopping and all the calculations that required. You learn language by talking to people. You learn reading, writing by what you buy. You have to reach the packet and see what are the instructions or what are the ingredients in it. You learn so many signs in your own kitchen within 10 meters of your home. So I love this concept of 10 raised to power 1 and 10 raised to power 2. And as children start traveling out, they can learn more and more. So a 6-year-old is I'm saying, a voracious learner and will learn all the basic skills that the child requires very, very soon as part of his journey. So I would say, please don't worry, just start off, right? And if right now you are feeling, hey, where do I start off from? Then Arohi is offering a concept called Arohi X, where you can connect with Arohi, be part of the Arohi community from your home. X stands for extended, which means from your home, you can connect with us and be part of our community, and which means you and your child will interact with so many other people within the community and benefit from that, and all your thoughts about how to guide the child will automatically happen, because so many children are doing so many things, and the child will say, I want to do art with that child, or I want to learn electronics, that child is doing electronics, and so on, depending on what the child's interests are. So that is very much possible right now. Right away, just go to our website. That option is available there. Yeah, Sunilji, you can, if you have another question, we can take that also. Sunilji, I'm not able to hear you. I think we've lost your video also. I'm not able to see you also. Sunilji, are you there?
Yes, I switched off the video.
Okay.
It was disturbing, actually.
Okay.
Better to see you only. Hear you.
Not like that, but that's fine. However you wish.
Yeah. So my next question is.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
1 minute. You said, we of course we have to learn by meeting people.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we, how do we go forward to decide? Where to take, with whom to meet, and all that. How to conduct? How do we formalize it? Simply, we cannot walk in anywhere, no. So how do we formalize that our kids want to meet you?
I would say you can simply walk in. The best news I have for you is, in my last so many years of working with children, almost 20 years, is that whenever I have approached anybody, and anybody means anybody, of any age, or from any country, whenever I've approached somebody saying, hey, you do this, let's say I've approached a magician, and I say, hey, you do magics, and one of my child is very interested in learning magic, can you guide him? And the answer with every single person is a yes. Not even one person, Sunilji, has ever told me, no, I will not guide your child, I will not mentor any child. Nobody. That means the whole, I would say, humanity has humanity in it. Everybody wants to guide, mentor, and see children of our next generation prosper. Everybody, 100% success rate. So this is so beautiful. Please approach people. I am sure people will say yes, even if you don't know them. You just have to, if a door says, I know how to do X, please knock and tell them, I have a child who wants to learn X from you. Will you teach them? I want to share a very interesting anecdote that happened. In the night, in our campus, 3 o'clock in the night, our dogs were barking. So we got very curious, what is happening? So we came out of the building, and with torch we saw, we saw on the hillside behind our campus, there are some torch lights and some people are searching something. So we shouted out, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing here?" So they said, "Oh, we are hunting for hares, rabbits. We are trying to catch rabbits." So immediately we said, okay, can our children come and learn from you? These are villagers catching hares, and we said, "Can our children come and learn from you?" They said, yeah, come over. We will show you how to catch hares at 3 o'clock in the night. So I'm saying that anybody and everybody is ready to guide. We just need to ask. So please start asking people depending on what help children need. That's all. As simple as that. I'm sure if we even wrote to Modi ji saying, how can I become the PM of the country? I'm sure Modi ji will also guide. Okay. Everybody is ready to guide, whether it's Sachin Tendulkar or whether Modi ji or the persons or the person whose house is down near our house. You know, the 100-meter rule that you told, that within 100 meters there are so many people who can guide so many children, isn't it? So I love your 10 raised to power 10 formula, and I, with your permission, I want to use that also. You're there, Sunil ji?
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Most welcome. I didn't get an answer. I loved your 10 raised to power 10 formula. I want to use it. Do I have your permission to use it? The concept is very, very nice. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Sunil ji. And anytime you have more questions, you're most welcome to contact us. Yeah. And hopefully a lot of people in Bhopal will connect you and understand how they can help their children be self-directed learners or home learners. And also keeping in mind that the new education policy itself is encouraging that. So more and more parents, I hope, will come to you, and you will be able to make a large community. So best wishes, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. So, yeah, I just wanted to repeat because we are live on Facebook, that if anybody wants to discuss any aspect of open learning or parenting, of educating their children with us, so they can come live with us. When you come live with us, the advantage is not only it benefits you, it benefits me, but it also benefits all the other people who may either join us live or may listen to the recording later. So you're most welcome. We are there on Facebook, Arohi Live. We are on Instagram, and obviously we are on YouTube, and you can see our website. So thank you very much. And if you need any guidance, do connect with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ratnesh. So, quite inspired with your work. And though I am, I think, much older than you, but I wanted to learn from you.
Yeah. In Arohi, we have learned that the age doesn't matter. I've learned so many things from 5-year-old, 6 years old, 10 years old. So age has no matter. When we are all into learning, then there is no limit from whom we can learn. And that's wonderful.
Really, it is a really very great experience to learn from kids, you know. Even I learned.
Yeah.
Sometimes even this how to search in YouTube videos. I learned from one 4-year-old kid.
Yeah, they're very good with technology.
Technologically, I am a bit poor.
Yeah.
I have the contents, but delivery is the problem.
Yeah.
We have rich contents, but we don't know how to deliver it.
Yeah.
So delivering the contents and then ensuring that these are received properly. That is one, I think, point which we have to address.